Assalamualaikum and hello sir. My name is Muhammad Ajwad bin Tajulashikin. My number matrix is TG22034. So today I'm doing a calculation for our simulation circuit using multisim. So as you can see here, this is the circuit. Okay, so I'm doing the calculation. So the first part is to to find the value of impedance Z at every resistor, capacitor and inductor. Okay, so first we found our R1 and Z1 is equal to 4 kilo ohm, Z2 is 2 kilo ohm, our C1 capacitor 1 impedance Z3, the formula is negative J multiplied by C. So we got the values is 15.9155 ohm with negative 90 degrees. The third one is Z4, and we got the value for Z4 is 628.319 ohm with 90 degrees. Our R3 which is Z5 is equal to 1 kilo ohm, and C2 which is our Z6 is equal to our the formula given, negative J 1 over 2 pi frequency F C capacitor, and the answer is 7.9577 ohm with negative 90 degrees. Okay, the second part is to find the value total impedance, which is ZT. Okay, firstly we want to find Z2 series with Z3. Our formula, the formula given, ZA is equal to Z2 plus Z3. So we got the answer 2000.06 ohm with negative 0.456 degrees. Okay, second one, Z4, Z5 and Z6 are series. The formula given, ZB is equal to Z4, Z5 plus Z6. So the answer is 1176.796 ohm with 31.81 degrees. The third one, ZA is parallel with ZB. So the formula is ZC is equal to ZA parallel ZB. So the final answer for ZC is 769.099 ohm with 19.966 degrees. Okay, so the Z total we've already found the Z total, the impedance total, which is ZC plus Z1. So we got the values, and the answer is 4,730.1608 ohm with 3.1827 degrees. So the third one is to find the total current at every branch. So it has given V1 is equal to IT and ZT. So the value has been given. So the answer for IT is 0.02325 ohm with 46.8173 degrees. So to find I2, we need you to use the current divider. I2 is the formula is I2 is equal to ZA over ZA plus ZB multiplied by IT. So we got the values for I2 calculation, and the final answer is 0.01520 ampere with 34.9697 degrees. So for the final one, I1 is equal to IT minus I2. So we got the values for IT and I2. They are subtracted. So the final answer is 0.0894 ampere with 67.2564 degrees. That's all for me, Muhammad Ajwad. So thank you.
The fourth question asks us to calculate the value of voltage at every impedance at resistor, capacitor, and inductor. The relationship between voltage and impedance, we can summarize it as V equals to Iz, which is voltage equals to current times with the impedance. Previous equation, we had labeled R1 as Z1, R2 Z2, C1 Z3, L1 Z4, R3 Z5, C2 Z6, and we have calculated the value of every impedance. So now it's easier for us to calculate the voltage at every impedance. So we start with voltage at R1. As we can see, the current flow at R1 is I total. So we must times to calculate the voltage at R1, we must time with the I total. So for R2 and C1, you can see the current that flow on that branch is I1. So you must times it with I1, and for Z4, Z5, and Z6, we times with the I2. We do the math and we got the answer. Next, for the fifth question, it asks us to calculate the phase difference between voltage, current for each parameter, resistor, capacitor, and inductor. The formula to calculate it, you just need to minus voltage with the current, and always make sure you minus with the right current that flow on that branch. So for phase difference at R1, so we must minus voltage at R1 minus with the current at R1, which is IT. So it's same goes with the R2 and C1. We use I1, and L1 RTC2 we use I2. We do the math and we got the answer. That's all. Thank you. For the part B, simulation, the question asks us to draw and simulate your circuit of figure 1 by using multi-sim software online. Okay, let's start. First, we must choose the components. As we can see, the circuit uses 1 AC power source, 3 resistor, 2 capacitor, and 1 inductor. Okay, let's choose our components. Go to components, sources, choose AC voltage, and click AC voltage. Then for the resistor, go to basic and find resistor 1K. So we turn it for 3 resistor. Then we go to capacitor, we need 2 capacitor. And we go to inductor, we need 1 inductor. Okay, then let's connect all the components as the figure 1 shown. And don't forget to ground it. Then we change the value based on figure 1. 100 MK and 50 degrees. This is 4K. This is 2K. This ND 1K and this 2. Okay, guys, now we can run the simulations.
Good evening, sir. My name is Kawiki. My number matrix is TG22077. Today I will explain about how to get the simulation result in this project. After we build the circuit in multisim, we start to do the measurement by using oscilloscope. So we start to measure the current first. We use the current clamp. We put it to the branch that we need to measure, and we connect it to the oscilloscope, and we press start. Then we adjust the waveform first. So we put this to the peak of the waveform. So we found that the value state that is 22.6 volt. Based on the current clamp properties, 1 voltage is equal to 1 milliampere. So the current in this branch is 22.6 milliampere. So the same step is used to measure the current at this branch and this branch. So next step, we want to measure the voltage. So we connect it to the component that we want to measure. So example for R1. And then we press the run button. And we adjust first. So we also put this to the peak of the waveform, and we found that the value is almost 91.361 voltage. So means that the voltage is in at R1 is equal to 91.361 volt. So same step to measure the other component like this and like this. So next we want to generate the waveform between voltage and current. So it's the combination of the voltage and current, the combination of waveform. So for channel A, we measure the voltage, and for channel B, we measure the current like this, and try to change the color so that you can differentiate which one is current, which one is voltage. So like this. We also adjust first. So we found that there is no phase difference because current and the voltage start at the same point. So same step used, and we try for the L1. So we found that current voltage will lead the current 90 degrees, because for one complete circuit is equal to 1 period, which is 2 pi. So 1 over 4 of 2 pi is 1 over 4 of 2 pi is 1 over 2 pi, which is 90 degrees. Because voltage lead current, so it is positive sign. So next for the capacitor C2. Okay, from this diagram we can see that this is opposite for inductor. So the current will lead voltage 90 degrees. So the phase difference for the C2 is negative 90 degrees Celsius. So same step is used for others like R2, C1 and R3. So my explanation is stopped at here. Thank you.